So I did discover that we don't need to run back and forth here. All we have to do is hop right in that spot, and then we're out. So that's cake at this point. That's piece cake. Easy. Very, very easy. All right, so the thing that I learned is that we can actually just walk across this fence line here. There's a point to this, by the way. Oh, hi. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? Oh, he doesn't know what to do with us here. Which, I mean, that's fair. If I saw, whatever, like a 10-year-old floating 8 feet off of a picket fence, I don't know if I would know what to do with that either. So, if anyone remembers way back when I first started thinking about speedrunning this, when we were still trying to just find glitches in the game, I said, specifically, if we could find a glitch to get out of bounds and get on... Oops. Anywho, what I had said back then was, if we could find a way to get on top of this shed, we would be totally safe and we wouldn't have to worry about anything. And I was right. Technically speaking, I was right back then. The glitch that I found takes effect pretty quick, and we're going to lose more time here. Again, this is warm-up, so I just want to show you this. And the glitch that I found, the first place that it can actually take effect, is right here. But I'm not going to show you that yet. I'm going to show you in order what I found. I was jumping around in this office trying to find a way out of bounds, right? Because I wanted to skip all the way to the end of this area. And I found that if we jump on these boxes right here, we can get up a little bit higher, right? And we can keep doing that. It's kind of iffy sometimes, but you can keep doing this, and you can combine it with some crouch jumping. I swear this works. Truly said like something that doesn't work. Anyway, this isn't even part of the main glitch, so you can get all the way into that corner and stand on that windowsill and put your head through the ceiling. And that's the first thing that I found, and that's what gave me hope, because that showed that there is technically a way to do this, right? So then, I'll let him scoot on by. Then I came over and I discovered this guy, which was interesting to me because it's a door of sorts, right? And it's not the same type of doors that are used everywhere. It's more of like this edge of the door. But if it's a door, if it's a block, it has to exist, right? It has to have collision for us to deal with it. So I learned that you can jump on it, which is pretty cool, pretty big. That could be something, right? Everybody's right now getting bored, eyes glazed over, looking at their screen, thinking, oh, he's showing us this again? Oh, but am I? Because then it worked. And I could pop my head through the ceiling. But as much as I tried with this door, it didn't actually get me anywhere. Of course, now that I'm recording, it worked perfectly and it actually did get me out of the map. Which is really awkward because that's the first time I've been able to successfully do that with that door. So that's really exciting, but there's a much easier way to do that I need to get back into the map to show you. So the easiest way back into the map is going to be to restart. We're going to run back around, and what I found was if that door exists, I came back and restarted. I think I got caught or something like that, and I realized this is a door right here where everything's popping in and out of render because the game doesn't want me to be I'll explain it in just a second, Copernicum, actually, because it's going to be easier to show you. But this door is here as well. And if this door exists, we should be able to jump on it, right? And we can. Not only can we, but it's even easier than the other one. I say as I struggle. Don't let them see you struggle. It's even easier than the other one to get up and out of bounds once it's practiced. Basically, you run sort of at this section in between the window and the edge of the door, and you get high enough that your head stays in that section where you can sort of see out of the map, right, like that. And then you crouch down while moving forward, and you can crouch. Yeah, there you go. You can crouch on top of the wall. Yeah, first try. Exactly. So, Copernicum, the reason things are popping in and out of render is because I am outside of where the devs drew the play area. They don't expect you to be here at all. So it's great for us because if we're outside of render, it means we can go through walls. So locked doors don't really matter to us, right? So what I found is if we walk forward, I'm holding W right now, so we're walking forward. If you walk forward for long enough, you can sort of get into an area where we were with the other one. But at any point, you can also just stand up and your head goes through the floor of the next area up. So that is all super freaking cool and super exciting, right? And this is huge. This busts the game wide open, right? Except for one thing. The game in the programming doesn't load the next area until after you get the key from the previous area, which is a really smart idea, and it's a good way to save resources. Because, well, it kind of saves resources. It's more of an anti-cheat thing. Because the enemies upstairs, we're in the floorboards upstairs. The enemies upstairs load at this point. Like, he exists. He's real. He's coming to get us right now. Like, they know that we're there. They know we're in the floor. But the keys, the continuation of the keys do not exist, which is terrible for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over under where the third key of the area actually would be, not even the second key. So the star wrench and the key spawn on this desk right here. And what's super sucky is that the flashlight is there, and we can grab the flashlight. So we have the flashlight now. We can grab it through the floor. It works totally fine. But the key doesn't exist. So it doesn't actually help that much. So let me go to the end of this area and show you the other way that we were thwarted. Because ideally, this could skip all the way through 909. And that would be awesome if we could get that to work. Awesome. But it doesn't work as of what I've discovered right now. Also, you got to be careful when you're crawling around in the ceiling vents here, because some of the area doesn't exist, so you could just fall off every now and then. It's really unfortunate. Woo! Alright, so that is what we have to use the star wrench on to drop down at first, right? And then we drop down right there, and we come over, and we use our key on 930 on that door right there. That's cool. Here's the issue. Number one, that door still exists, and it wants to be unlocked. And until we have the key... Oh, this is another spot that the key's supposed to spawn on the desk right here. You can see the batteries have spawned in, but the keys don't. Without the key, we cannot progress. Because we can get past this door, no problem. And then we're going to actually fall into the world here in a second. See? So we are beyond this door. Like, it worked perfectly. It worked exactly as I dreamed it would. We found exactly the skip that I wanted, except that it doesn't load in the next area at all. There's supposed to be a kid right here that poops away, and then you're supposed to go through a door right here, and that triggers the next area. But it's not here. And it doesn't show up here until you get the key. So as it stands right now, we can just jump out of the world. And that is where that skip basically is. I found one more spot where we can use it to our delight. And this is the door that we just dropped to the other side of during the glitch. And if you'll notice, it's all now here, and the boy spawns in. Super, super unfortunate. But we did find one spot that this glitch could be useful, because what is this? A slanted door? That could be useful. Oh, yes. Yes, it could. So just like that, we're out of bounds, and we can walk along this wall, and jump, and fall back in, and we just skipped that whole middle section with that robot. Just like that. And that is... Wait, what? I did a lot of testing of this, and that worked previously. Why did that not work this time? Interesting. Of the 5 or 6 times that I have run through this part, why did I go through it too early? Like, was this boy, did he have to disappear? Because I thought he did. It was weird. Is it not going to work again? Did we fluff it up too badly when we were jumping around in the ceiling? Because this part of the skip has worked previously. Well, the cages are here this time, so maybe. Either way, you can skip that middle bit when it works. It didn't work again. Intriguing. Very intriguing. So how do we trigger that? Do we have to stand in here? No, it's still not there. Have we just totally sequence broken the game? I haven't had this issue before. You're gone. Are we leaving this area too quickly? Asking for a friend? Ah, I think we have to run into this room a little bit. Because there was a bit of a stutter there that I think was it loading in. I think that's exactly what happened. I think the other area unloaded and this area loaded in. Interesting. We haven't had to do that before. That's good to know for the actual run, because that's still a skip. Like, we're still able to skip that middle bit, which is delicious for us. But that'd be really unfortunate if we were on excellent pace and then that happened. So, the final thing that I discovered here, which doesn't actually help anything at this point in time, is that over here on these barrels, super easy, slanted barrel, we can just jump up, and we're in the ceiling. But, as much as I tried to walk around in this area, I couldn't find any way. The squirt gun is right there, and the key to the next area is right there, but I couldn't find any way to get to it. And then we're supposed to come back down through this grate, which I tried a couple different ways to try to get around to the actual star bolts that are right there, to try to dislodge them and fall, but I have not been able to find any good ways to do so. So that is where all of that fun jazz is. And that is as far as I got with my testing, right? Because there's another slanted door right here that we could probably climb up. Yeah, so we can climb up this, and then this will probably take us around to somewhere else. But all of that is for another attempt. And I believe I saw somebody else playing this, and yep, that gate is open the first time you go through there. That's pretty neat. That's going to save us a lot of time as opposed to crawling through that tunnel. It's locked on your way out, but it's open on your way in. I had no idea. Oh, you hag. Come on, you old bean. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh, that actually spooked me. It's been a while since this game got me with a good old spook. 3, 4, 5. Come here, buddy. There you go. There you go. Good Muppet. Ooh! Ooh! Almost. Oh! Oh! Oh, Shiza. Oh, freaking nailed it! Actually, I'm gonna take a second and look in here. Because that is a whole wall piece up against the wall. And all we need to do is get through that door. And I don't think we actually have to trigger anything. So if we could wall climb in this area, a lot like that, this could be big. Because then we don't have to play with that puppet upstairs at all. We could skip this whole bit. Just have to figure out where the wall is here. Nope, not yet. Not yet. There it is. Nope, too early. That puppet's following me now. I don't know if this is actually going to be a time save. We're all experimenting together today. It has the potential of being a huge time save. Okay. Yep. Oh. Oh. I gotta figure out how to queue their loads early, because that should have been the time save right there. Can I queue it after the fact? Like, can I run this way and queue the next load? Because still, being able to just skip that puppet and the nutcrackers in their entirety, that would be great. Oh, yeah, we did skip it. So that begs the question then, can we skip the death blades? Because it might be faster to run through them. But this is... Oops. We can't skip it with that attitude. I do appreciate that the jumping on slanted doorways is as consistent as it is. Boop. Right, and then that doesn't load in, right? Yep. So we go up here. And we trick the game into loading by stepping through this. Is that far enough? Did we go far enough? We did go far enough. Wonder how far we actually have to go for that. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time. Oh. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Because I know I was supposed to go to the ending, but I just remembered, like, I started streaming, I think, in mid to late November. And that was it. So it's been a month and a half at this point, if that. And the support that I've gotten, the amazing people, Luigi, you are one of my biggest supporters at this point, and I am truly grateful. Like, we have made such phenomenal strides, and it's only been a month and a half. So anyway, before I get myself choked up in appreciation, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone. And although this Hivertide is over, there will be another. There will be a lot of games between now and then, and a lot of streams between now and then. And I hope that you will stick with me on this fabulous ride. Everybody that has helped, everyone that has supported, everyone that has been here, you're awesome. You are awesome. And when I started doing this, I thought it was going to be just a casual little thing that I did for a little bit. Like, I started by streaming some Phasmophobia just for fun. And then some people wanted to watch, and it was huge. And it means a lot. This has been a rough year for me personally, and it's been a rough year for so many people. So to have it end with what's happened both here and on the YouTube channel, it's a good way to top off a rough year. So thank you, and I'll catch you next time.